seconds.
Your buzzer is B as in Babel, which actually has 3 B's, so pick one of those.
20 seconds.
Ooh, 20 seconds. Alright, listen. This couldn't be any simpler. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. Easy. You got it? Buckle up now.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see ya. Yada, yada, yada. Well, all right, that's out of the way. The game of solitaire. That's okay, I'm here alone too. So let's get it on. All right, hit me.
Trivia emergency. Call 911.
And I believe this one's called Literature with Legroom. How does $2,000 sound? Heads up, here it comes. Which title would most likely have been written by the author Victor Hugo? On the Roadster, The Hatchback of Notre Dame, A Tale of Two Chevys, or The Last of the Mopeds? Victor Hugo wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and the Hugo is a crappy compact car. And quite frankly, I'd much rather see that story turned into a car than some lame-ass animated feature. Okay, Pucker up for Mass Devo Station. Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Hey, remember Devo's famous song Whip It that was supposedly about S&M? Well, if Devo had recorded a companion song to their big hit called Whip It, a Whippet is a racing dog similar to a greyhound. And when the Whippet's good, give him a doggy treat. I need a category. This one's called Robot in the House. $2,000 for a correct answer. Now I've got that stupid Devo Whippet song stuck in my head. But you know, that reminds me. Considering the main role a political whip plays, how would he or she whip it good in Washington, D.C.? A whip instructs other party members on what the party's official position is on legislation before a vote is taken.
Okay, folks, on the matter of spending for inner-city school programs, the party is opposed. Is that understood?
But improving education sounds like a good idea. Bad idea.
Category, please. Let's see what we got going. Rough, tough, and in the bluffs. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Hey, have you ever seen those hilarious co-ed naked sports shirts? I love them. Suppose Native American players of Bagataway had wanted a co-ed naked shirt for their sport. Because this sport descended from Bagataway, which shirt would... Bagataway begat the modern version of lacrosse. I don't know. I'd be wary of playing any sport naked that has the words bag and away in its name. Okay, pick a cat.
Excuse me, my good man. Would you be so kind as to give me 5?
This category's known as Watch It Grow. $2,000 says you don't know this one. All right, suppose you have a huge collection of chia pets, and hey, what better way to spend your extra cash and show people that you have impeccable taste? Say your chia collection suddenly comes to life. Considering all the varieties of chia products, which of the following would you not see? A chia puppy peeing on a chia tree? A chia chimp swinging on a chia vine? A chia professor dissecting a chia turtle? Or no chia chimp, no chia vine. All the others could be alive and walking around your house right now. Hopefully they won't get into the shower where they can grow to mammoth proportions, form a self-governing commune, and decide they no longer have use for an owner. Okay, I need a... shake hands with a little seltzer in your grants, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Which of the following video games would a herpetologist most likely play as research? Centipede, Asteroids, Cubert, or Frogger? Herpetology is the study of reptiles and amphibians. Amphibians like Frogger. Yeah, I remember when the American Heart Association got that $1 million grant to study the adverse health effects of burger time. All right, hit me.
My dogs won. But to you and me, that's...
Well, looks like this category is Lonnie makes a great geisha. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Everyone remembers Lonnie Anderson as Jennifer at WKRP in Cincinnati. Well, say Jennifer isn't satisfied with being a receptionist and wants a promotion. If Mr. Carlson won't promote Jennifer because she's a Tokyo Rose... Yeah, WKRP is a communications facility, and I'm a trivial data management operator. In case you're wondering... Tokyo Rose was the name GIs gave to women who broadcast enemy propaganda from Japan during World War II. I heard some of those GIs caught a virus that left them spaced out and perpetually baked. It's called Dr. Johnny Fever. I need a category. Uh-oh! Left nut kick. I'm sore.
It's time for equalization.
One gibberish category coming up. The hamburgers are talking to us. Let's get the ball rolling at $5,000 for this gibberish question. All right, as soon as you know the answer, buzz in, because I'm taking away some cash every second and a half. Okay, take a look at this gibberish phrase and see if you can tell me what it rhymes with. Moo, they all said. Flee, flee the dinner. And ignore all that punctuation. First clue, it's a slogan. It's a slogan used on sweepstakes entry forms. Last clue, you might have clinched the prize, or not. If you believe you can get 7 CDs for a penny, then you probably believe, Moo, they all said flee, flee the dinner. Or you might be a pathetic loser. You see how it goes both ways there? Category, please. Okay, give it up for The Unbearable Lightness of Being, Kate Moss. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Let's rock. What would happen to Kate Moss's weight if the Uber wafer on the planet Mercury? She would appear to weigh. Because the gravity on Mercury is 0.38 that of Earth, Kate Moss would appear to weigh even less. And she still thinks she looks fat. Okay.
Doctor, don't sugarcoat it.
I'm afraid it's...
10! Oh, God!
Now serving sweets for the sweet pyromaniac. $1,000 at stake on this one. Hey, did you ever hear how wintergreen lifesavers will make a spark when you chew them? Well, if lifesavers needed to be treated like flint to make a spark, what would the kids need to do to start a fire? Knock 2 lifesavers together, strike a lifesaver against steel, rub... Flint needs to be struck against a hard metal like steel to make a spark. So you'd only make sparks if you wore braces, and face it, you got enough problems without breathing fire, too. Okay, we're halfway home. Let's see how round 2 treats you. Every question in round 2 is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. All right, hit. For your enjoyment, cramming for Judgment Day. Get it right, I'm handing over $2,000. Let's see how you handle this one. Say you want to quickly brush up on your Bible studies. If you buy the Cliff's Notes for the Bible and they turn out to be just the Torah, what will you learn about? The first 5 books. In its most concise definition, the Torah is the scripture for the Jewish faith, and it comprises the Mosaic laws, whatever that means, found in the first 5 books of the Old Testament. Of course, Cliff's not Jewish, so you can't really trust his notes. I need a category. may I introduce Hannibal Lecter's movie reviews? And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Because it doesn't involve cannibalism, which of these movies would not be among Hannibal Lecter's favorites? Eat, Drink, Man, Woman, Delicatessen, Alive, or The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover? The correct answer is... Eat, Drink, Man, Woman involves eating and flesh, but not the eating of flesh. Hannibal doesn't care for the film, but he's still thinking of opening a restaurant under that name. Okay, I need a category. Say hello to... I prefer calling him attractively challenged. How does $2,000 sound? Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Considering the only crime for which he was convicted, how did Al Capone was convicted and imprisoned for income tax evasion in 1931. It was only a matter of time till he got caught, really, with him counting bullets and bombs as deductions. Okay, pick a cat.
Going up. 10, 11, 12,
14! And this one is, don't give me any more of that lip. Hello, we're talking $6,000, so pay attention. Put it in gear, cause here we go.
If full lips become unfashionable, what would be the most appropriate thing to do with the collagen I had injected into mine? Should I boil it and serve homemade gelatin, make a rubber chicken, heat it and blow it into a glass dolphin, or add some vinegar and pour it on my salad?
For the curious, here's the right answer. Collagen is the stuff which, when boiled, gives you gelatin. And, I removed mine, by the way.
Gelatin. I love gelatin.
Yeah, because you don't have any teeth. We know all about it, old man.
No, I like it because it's nice and cold. You should try it for some of those hemorrhoids. Oh, relief for me.
Category, please. The category, urban camouflage is a fashion don't. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, the Constitution defends your right to bear arms, right? Oh, what machismo. Which of these clothing styles would ensure your right to bear arms? A kaftan, a camisole, a kimono, or a union suit? A camisole is a sleeveless undergarment. But if you're really serious about your right to bear arms, try a tank top. I need a category. You chose wisely, my friend. You just got your hands on a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is bedrooms and broomsticks. I'm gonna give you 7... Oh, I see. You got this thing down. Well, I'll put 30 seconds on the clock then. Let's dance. Melissa Joan Hart, which bitch or ball? Joan Crawford, Elizabeth Montgomery, Shannon Doherty, Heather Locklear, Susan Lucci. One more, Lassie. That's all she wrote. You lost 2 of them, but at least you got the majority. Let's look at your total score. Okay, we've been here long enough. Let's keep going. Okay, I need a category. Here we have, it has a lot of really steamy scenes. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Okay, everybody knows how to adjust Fahrenheit to Celsius, right? You just subtract 32, multiply by 5, and divide by 9. Simple. Suppose the movie Fahrenheit 451 were released in a country that measures temperature on the Celsius. Whoa, you're on fire! To be completely exact, it'd be Celsius 232.777777778. Not very catchy, though. Category, please. The selection is vacuum hair, then dehydrate for tasty jerky. This one can net you $6,000. Okay, you know how those cheesy infomercial hosts will pick fake names that sound like actual TV hosts, like a guy selling wallpaper will call himself Chuck Wallery or something? Well, which of these hosts might you see on an infomercial about sodium hypochlorite? Sopra Winfrey, Robin Bleach? Sodium hypochlorite. It's bleach.
I spilled champagne and caviar on this white shirt, and it still came out with bleach!
All right.
Hey!
19! Open wide and get ready for Tricky Dick's favorite haunts. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Hey, did you ever see The Shining, that movie about the haunted hotel where that freaky little kid can't stop saying, "Red rum, red rum"? If the family from The Shining become caretakers at the Watergate Hotel, what will the freaky little Danny said red rum because of the Overlook murders, and he'd say Iralgra because of the Watergate burglary. You know, if you ask me, the whole Watergate thing would have been more fun if Scatman Crothers had a cameo. Okay, pick... This one likes to go by Snail Tracks. Set up straight. This one's worth $6,000. Okay, let's say you and your partner decide to try something a little adventurous. Which piece of acrobatic athletic equipment would you and your... After circling each other to form a slimy trail, both sluggy partners shoot out a jet of slime and mate while suspended in midair. Sex on a bungee cord. Would that be bungee humping? Category, please. All rise, the attack is now in session. All right, fine. You want to get to the attack? Consider it done. You may need this clue. Rhymes with poop. Rhymes with poop. Shit. Oops. Hey, oops. Kind of rhymes with poop. Right. Okay, here we go. Jack, attack like a finely tuned instrument. Take a look at your final score. That's the game. Wow, you were the best guest we had this whole game. Really? Now do me a favor. Take a quick look to your left, now your right, and repeat after me.
You don't know Jack!
Are you tired of the rise?
Hey, if you want to play again, just give me the high sign, okay?
Set up a hidden camera to keep an eye on the person keeping an eye on your children? Do your kids love the taste of sugar-coated cereal? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then your babysitting worries are gone for good. Introducing Valley Yummies, the sugar-coated pharmaceutical cereal. Just give your kids a bowl of Valley Yummies before you go out, and they won't need any supervision for at least 10 to 12 hours.
We fed our kids Valley Yummies last night before we left, and we just got home and they're still out cold, and it's dawn.
My wife will never have to worry that I'm having an affair with the babysitter again.
Valley Yummies. When you're out, make sure the kids are too.
Rubberized bedding is for everyone. Hi, I'm Tony Brick, and I'm here to tell you that the Sheet House on Route 16 and Old Dam Road is your one-stop shopping place for the finest in rubberized bedding material. Chronic bedwetting a problem? We got you covered. Excessive drooling got you down? Check out our large selection of rubber-backed pillowcases. Tired of sleeping on the wet spot again? It's not a problem at the Sheet House, and for all of your water sports needs, try our Olympic line. Guaranteed to keep you dry, even if Mark spits. Remember, it's the Sheet House on Route 16 and Old Dam Road, where your liquid nightmares are turned into wet dreams.
Brought to you by the American Council on Psychedelics. Wow, man, the colors.
Next week on Hallie McNeil. Hallie, I've been meaning to say something to you about your attire.
Well, whenever I get depressed, I shorten my skirts.
But you're naked.
I know, and I feel so much better already. So about that court date tomorrow.
Do you want me to turn down the air conditioning?
Hallie McNeil. Mondays.
Hey Gunther, why so blau?
Ah, Hans, I've got the jackboots and the army fatigues, but my skinhead buzz cut just doesn't seem to intimidate people like it used to. I've lost my edge.
Yeah, man, you look like that vegan tree hugger I thrashed at last week's Save the Sponge rally.
Maybe I should get another swastika tattoo.
A tattoo's not gonna do anything about that wimp-ass haircut. Here, try this.
Hey, what are you doing to my head?
It's a new product from the Neo-Reich Laboratories. It's called Hair Today, Goon Tomorrow. Just spray it on, wait a couple of minutes, and you've got a full head of greasy, intimidating hair. But that's not all.
I can feel it tingling.
Those are the mind-closing additives working their way into your brain. You'll soon be despising a lot more than your run-of-the-mill ethnic types.
Hey, I think I'm starting to hate left-handed people. This Hair Today, Goon Tomorrow stuff is wunderbar.
That's right.
No, that's Reich.
Neo-Reich.